I think I missed it. Please, can you repeat? I was trying to find.
Try to find what?
I was trying to find the screen.
See, once you start your machine, the first thing is to have your server running, right? Server is
Okay.
server is nothing but your Oracle server where Oracle is running. And in our case, because we are practicing and we are doing some tests, for that you have to click on this VMware Workstation Pro. This is the VMware software,
Okay.
virtual machine software that we installed to have our machine running, right? So to click on
Yeah.
that, you'll find this, and
Uh-huh.
then this machine must be on. First of all, this is the first step.
Okay.
This machine is your server where the Oracle is running, right?
Okay.
Once your Oracle is
Yeah.
running, you have to minimize this and then go to putty. Then this is the machine name which I have configured you guys for everyone. Then click on, either you double click on this or select or open, right? Double click, it will come like this. Login as. Login as
Oh,
means
okay.
by which user you would like to connect. The user is Oracle. Password is Oracle.
Yeah.
Give password and press enter. It will not show you star or space or something like that. Enter.
Okay.
Right? And let me do it again.
Yeah.
Double click on this machine 1. Username Oracle. If I use wrong password, it will check and come back with access denied. So give right password as Oracle. I have given password Oracle. You guys can have, we can configure a complicated password also. Because this is just a practice session, so I haven't used a tough password. But in the companies, you will find out that the password is very strong. Right? So that's how we connect. Then you can connect to SQL plus Scott / Tiger. This is the schema, or this is your user in Oracle. So SQL plus is a tool that we use to connect to our Oracle client, sorry, Oracle server. So the PuTTY is nothing but your client software. Using PuTTY, we are connecting to Linux machine, and after that, after we got connected to Linux, you'll see this terminal, right? That means we got connected to Linux. So now from Linux machine, we are using this tool SQL Plus, and this is a username and password for your Oracle database. Press enter, you will connect. So you'll get this prompt, SQL prompt. So that's the difference. When you get dollar and all, that's a Linux prompt. It means Linux terminal. And once you have the SQL prompt, that means you connect it to Oracle. If you put wrong password or something like that, let's just use Scott XYZ, something like that, the wrong password, it will check and it give you this error. Invalid username password. That means you are not using the right password. You have to make sure that you are using a right password. SQL plus Scott Tiger. Right? That's the way to connect. And then I think we have been using in our classrooms. So now I think you're comfortable now to connect, right? Now you can go through all the classes, the outputs which I shared. Raymond, okay? You got it?
Yes. The machine one, mine requires a password.
That's what I'm saying. That's the username and password, Oracle. Once you'll click on machine 1, it will ask you for the username and password.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, it's loading.
Yeah. That's why I have asked everyone, if you guys have any problem, why don't you put you guys on the DBA training group so that the others can help you.
Well, I just got home from work. Haven't had time to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if any problem is there, the people in the group, there are few who are comfortable with this process now. They can help you guys. Because see, I'm in a different time zone,
Okay.
so you might get response little bit late. But you guys are living in the same country and same time zone, so they can give you response faster than me, I believe. So, and you guys can help each other better. But if you guys want my response, anyways, I'll reply. Cool though. So, John, you understood now. Should we go ahead with our class? Susie, you understood, right?
Yes, thank you. I got it yesterday and I was able to do it. Yes.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Mary, are you doing some practice, or you still don't have your laptop ready? Mary, can you hear me? Okay, I think she can't hear me. Okay, let's begin. Jais, you had some question, right? Something like this, I believe.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah, so this was that you are looking for employee names which has 4 characters. So I'm using 4 underscores here
yeah.
to find out all the employees which have, where we have 4 characters in their name. Okay.
Okay. So you did underscore 4 underscore, right? So if you
Yes.
you do this select star from M where email like percentage sign, just percentage sign. You didn't specify with an A, E, or what input will it give you? Percentage. Yes, percentage.
Sorry.
Let's say you do this right with percentage.
Okay.
Yes, percentage sign. Yes, and close it. Yes. What will it give you if you didn't specify with an A or an S or?
So that means you are not specifying anything. That means you're looking everything.
Okay.
If you not specify anything, that means this information is right and it will give you all the information.
Okay.
If you put something like this, then it will understand, okay, what to do. It will give you the limited output, if there is any. But there is nothing as such.
Last question that I asked, I just want to all the students here, like you said, you can't search, a query from like multiple tables at the same time. You have to fetch a query from a specific table at a specific time.
No, it
I'll
depends.
continue.
It depends what type of query you're looking for. But see, what is the purpose of fetching information from multiple tables? Unless there is no requirement, right?
Oh,
So,
okay. Automatically, there's a requirement from your maybe for different department. They want to know. Let's say this person's in a different department, and let's say there's a hiring class going on, and every hiring class they've created a table for the hiring class. So
see, one
first
second.
class, second class.
Now, there are two tables. Let's start from M and select star for department. We discussed in joins how to join multiple tables. So we can find out information from multiple tables. That's how we discussed, to merge these two tables. You can find out information from multiple tables. Select star from employee, department. You will find out. You see, 56 rows selected. So you got output from two tables. So what happened actually? Oracle has multiplied these two tables and gave you the output. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can find out. Anyone else has any question? Okay, so now I will use left trim, and I shared the video and the text file with my comments. Has anybody went through?
I didn't get a video. I got the regular
No, I shared with one video and one text file because that day I did not record the class.
Oh, okay. I got a text file, but I didn't get a video.
It's not possible. Everyone, I shared the video though. For Thursday class, there is a video.
All right, I'll cross check again.
Cool. Select L trim, right? So we are going to trim something from left. So let's say we have this type of input string, and we would like to trim it will trim star from left. So it will show you all string starting from the character. So we are trimming star from left. So this is left trim. Similarly, we have right trim. Input string. From tool. So now you can see the star has been removed from this string, from the right. Right, these are left trim and right trim. There is one more function which is translate. where you can hello, or where you can translate few characters with some other characters. So let's say hello. I would like to replace EL with VH from Jewel. So you'll see the EL, this EL, second and third character has been replaced with VH, right? So EL has been removed, has been replaced by VH. So if you have any query where you have to replace few characters with some other characters, then you can use translate. Right. Similarly, we have our replace function. We'll do the same. Replace hello EL so EL has been replaced by L. So you can use replace or translate if you guys have some sort of query where you have to replace few characters with some other characters. Right. There's more, or there's one more function, sound X. So let's start from AMP. So SoundX works where we don't know the exact name, and we just know the how does it sound. So let's say we are looking for something. It's a Smith, right? But we don't know that the spelling of Smith. We just know it sounds like Smith, and we would like to use it with Oracle. If Oracle can help us to find out this person in our table, then we can use this function, which I'm going to use now. So let's start from AMP. So where, now this is the function sound X. Ename, I would like to search ename with this function is equal to sound X, then give your input string, right? So the spelling of Smith is S-M-I-T-H, but I'm giving S-M-Y-T-H. So they sound similar, right? So we'll see if we can find, Oracle can find us this Smith. So you see, because we use this function, Oracle tried to find out if there is any name with Smith which sounds like Smith. So we got this output. So you can use this function where you don't know the exact spelling, or you just know that how does it sound. So it should sound similar. It doesn't matter the spelling. Spelling can be different, but it should sound similar. Then you can use this function. Okay, that's how it works. Fine. So most of these are the functions we use, right? Depends when do we get scenarios, the situation. There are a few arithmetic operations, like mathematical operations we might have to do. So we'll discuss about those functions now. So select round so it will round off this value, right? It will remove the points but make sure this value, like if you guys know how arithmetic operation works, then you can find out the output. Let's say we'll change this to something like this. Because this value is more than 500, right? So it will take the next value, which is 31. If I'll do this, so you see we are still getting 30 output. This is what we get when we deal with mathematical operation, right? So 0 to 499 is 30, 500 to 999 is 31. That's how the calculation works with round off. Right now, if you want to find out something like this, you want to print values, right? You want to print values after point. You don't want to round off. Then you can use this. Define is a function where we can use editor, because in SQL you cannot edit your queries. You just have to type the whole query all over again. So I'm using editor function. Define editor is equal to vi. Vi is an editor. Enter. So to use this, we have to type ed, edit, enter. You will see the query has come up. So to use this, press I, and you will see there is a insert the lower bottom. Then you can just fix your query, and to come out, press escape. You'll see the insert mode is not there now. It's colon WQ, write and quit, exclamatory marks, enter. To execute that query which you just modified, / enter. So you'll see this query, right? So we are now printing two values. So in after point 0, it does not come up. So we are getting 30.5. Do something like this. And you'll see you're getting 2 points after point. Right?
Hello. Can I ask a question, please? Yeah. So what question or what information that you'll be asked to provide that you go by this this thing that you're talking about? What information will you be asked to?
Yeah, so basically it depends, what information will be asked. It depends on your tables, that what information are stored there. So they will ask you to find out the salary of each person, or they'll find out the commission of each person, and they'll say, we don't want the point values, we want the actual values. So round off those values. So in those scenarios, you can use this function. So, sometimes you don't want after point values. You just want round off values. You just want round. In those scenarios, you can use it. You can use these functions. It completely.
So far, how many format have you illustrated? Because to me, I'm not all that. I've not being able to just do the practical aspect of whatever you've been teaching. So how many formats have you shown so far?
I think there were many, and you will find out. That's why I shared the outputs, right? You can just open those outputs and you will see what I have shared so far.
Okay, thank you.
In all the output files, you can find out. And there are a lot of functions which I have shared so far.
Thank you.
Cool. See, these are the capabilities of Oracle which I'm just showing you guys. It depends. You might use it, you might not use it. But whatever is in there in SQL, you should know. That's my responsibility to tell you guys everything which is in there, right? So there are many functions which I don't use it, right? Which I haven't used it since the time I started Oracle. But yes, I know if in case something comes up, how to use it. And that's how I'm telling you guys. Cool. So,
Well, great question. I want you to go over, the 30.500, because when you go up here, it's when does it tend to be 0.5 after 500, or let's say 30.300? Will it still be 30.5?
no, you want to use
Okay.
this one?
You want to run up, yes. So instead of 500, do it 300 from Dua.
That's what you guys have to do, this practice, right? Then only you will understand.
Okay. I just want to see, what apple you get.
See, when you use these value 2, it will show you the same output.
Oh, okay.
It will not round off. But see, when you're using this comma 2, that means you want this after points value to be displayed. And see, it's not giving you 30.30 because it doesn't make any sense in terms of mathematics. 0.300000 times 0 and 0.3 is all same, right? You know that or not?
Yeah.
See, point this and 0.3, it's all same.
Yeah.
So that's why Oracle is only picking up the meaningful value. Yeah. But if you have something like this, 0.345, then you will get 0.34 because it's actual value. It's not 0.
So, yeah. So, okay. So basically, just clear this. Let me see something. Yeah. So whatever that you select from here, it gives you the value from here, right? That's the value. Whatever that you multiply from here, that's the value.
That's the value I'm using with example. But if you have actual information in your table, then you have to use your column name here, right?
Got you.
So select star from M. Though we don't have any points value in this table, but if you would like to use these functions with the actual table, then this first thing will be your input string. Input string is this column. So select round, bracket open, commission, comma 2. Though there is no point value, it doesn't make any sense. But still, from M. So now you're trying to use this function with your actual table. See, dual is only for practice to find out how this function works. But if you want to use this function with the actual table, then your input string is nothing but the column name, right? That's where we used a lot of things in the last class. So this semicolon enter. So there is no difference because there is no point value. But you can see this function is working with your actual table, and you're getting the same output because there is no point. There is no point value, so you're getting the same output. So you can use, see, these functions have to be used with the actual table. I'm using with dual is only just because of practice. That's it. You don't have to use ltrim, rtrim with dual. Nobody will ask you to do that. We are just practicing it. Now you can use ltrim to use with the actual table where you have something to be removed, right? Sometimes junk values, somebody has inserted junk values in the table. And how can you use it? How can you remove it, right? So that's the function you can use. Sometimes because of junk values, you won't be able to find out the exact information. And you can see that, if someone has inserted values with junk characters. In that case, you have to remove those junk characters using ltrim, right trim, and all that functions which we have been using, right?
So basically, in real work environments, we don't use dual. Dual is just for practice, as you just said.
Yes, they will just foresee how does it work, how does this function works.
Okay.
But in actual, uh, like actual working environment, then you have to use this function with actual table with actual column, because this is the actual column you would like to apply this function on. Right? So select mod. This is a divide function given by Oracle. So 10, 3 from dual. Now what will happen is this value will be divided by 3. So the remainder is 1. That's what the output we are getting. So select mode 15, 3. So 15 is completely divided by 3. So we'll get 0. That's a divide function given by Oracle. So let's see if you're trying to divide something and you don't want to use a calculator or something in front of anyone. So you can use this function. We have discussed already the multiply function. You would like to multiply something, right? You can do this. Oracle will help you out. So all mathematical operations are possible with Oracle. Right? Now if you would like to find out your system date, so select sys date from dual. Today is 8th June. You would like to add few days, let's say after 5 days, what will be the date from dual? Or maybe you are working with Oracle, you're trying to find out of 60 days, what will be the date and all. Then you can add values based on that, you get your outputs. Now there are a few functions to deal with the dates. Select add months, right? Now to add months, you have to give some input string. So let's say I'm giving sys date as of now, right? Comma 1. So you're trying to add 1 month in sys date. So where is sys date as of now? Sys date is this 8th June. You add 1 month, it became July. No change in date and year, just month. 2 months, and you see August. Right, so select star from AMP. If you will try to add month in this, then what will happen? Select add months. Now input string is higher date, comma, let's say 1 from AMP. Now I'm using AMP table, the actual table. So you see that the input was higher date, and I used 1 month. You see, it was 17th December 1980 or whatever 80. Then it became 17th January 81. So automatically it took 1 month and added in the actual column. That's how you can use your functions with actual table. Right? Now there are other functions deal with dates and all and characters. So select toChar, where we would like to change our values into characters, right? We have some numbers, but we would like to display them in terms of characters. So for those scenarios, we will use toCharacter. So start with this, give input string. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 is the input string, and I would like to display this string like this from tool. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4 is getting displayed the way I wanted, like this. So select star from AMP. You can change this format. There is no comma, there is nothing, right? So you can use this function to change the look of this salary. So select toChar cell, comma, from AMP, now actual table. Previously we used dual, now we are using actual table. You see the output, now there is comma. The output has changed in this format. So that's the benefit of using functions. And even there is no value actual table in actual table, but you can for your reports you can change your values. Sometimes you don't want to touch your table, but if management is asking that we want information in that format, we want this format, that format, then you guys have to use this function. Otherwise, not required. If they say there is no changes, then just select this table, give this information, and give it to them. That's it. You don't have to modify anything.
So let me ask a question. Is this a standard format, the 9? Is it a standard format, or this format could be different? So basically,
format would be format is this, but you have to use 999. There is no other value.
Okay. So what would it do? What would the 999 do to this value, to the salary? Did it multiply it? Did it add, or did it?
Nothing. It just take the format. But Oracle has made this 999 as a standard.
Yes, right? Like figure thousands, millions, and Oh, okay. So basically, let's say this is like figures, right? Let's say salary 3 million. Let's say example 3 million or 9 million. So this person is getting 1,600. That's how they pay. That's
Yeah,
what.
like you would like to change this value, right? Then how can you do this? You can do like this.
Oh, so it's gonna give you the breakdown. Oh, okay.
So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. That's why the output got disturbed and we got a space here because there was one less value than this value. So this value and this value must have same values. That means it was 8 characters, but it was 9 characters. For the rest one character, there is a space, right? Let me change this input and you will see the difference. You see, there is no difference as of now. So this value and this value is same. 9 characters, 9 digits with 9 characters. So we got the same output. In this first example, there was 8 characters, sorry, 8 letters, 8 digits, sorry, and there are 9 characters. So the rest one, there is a space, and then it got started from here. So the first digit became, converted into space.
So let me ask you a question, Grab. Let's say you said the dual is what it's like a demo, right? So in real working environment, let's say if you want to like try something out and you use the dual in a real work environment, it's not gonna like change like the values of the tables that you already have, right?
No.
Because okay, anytime you use dual, it doesn't change any
Right.
values for the tables. So it's just like something that you can just practice with if you're not sure of what you're doing, and then
Right.
make changes with the tables. All
Right.
right.
So if you don't know how to use the function, you can use it with dual, and gets your required output, and then test the same actual function in the actual table. Right. So let's say select star from emp. You see there is no point as such as of now with salary. Now you want the output to be displayed with points, right? With dot 00. Then how can you do that? Right? There is no information being saved in the actual table, but you want in the report. So select to char input salary cell, then 9, then from dual, oh sorry, from amp, because we are using actual table. Now you see you got this output in terms of points, which was not there in the actual table. So you convert it into this format. Now if you would like to fetch other columns with this, so you can do this, comma, amp number, amp name, oh sorry, e name, comma commission from amp. You see, you can get your outputs this way. So you can change the format of your column, get it displayed, save your output in Excel sheet, send it to your management. That's how I used to do before. When I used to fetch reports and all, then I used to do that. Normally, junior DBAs do this type of jobs, fetching reports and all, right? The more experience you get, you will get more responsibility as a DBA. So you will not work much on this fetching reports and all.
All right. One quick question. So with this, right? Why didn't they select the character change the values for the commission? They just did this. I thought by you putting this fetching this query, it's also going to affect this commission value. Let's say 1,000 with a comma and 400. Why didn't the input affect this?
I get over the call, Jayas. I didn't get your question though.
I'm saying, I thought when you use select to character, I thought it wouldn't just change the salary. It's also going to affect the input of the commission, since you have commission over here from AMP. So I thought whatever that you values that you expecting to get out of the salary value is also going to affect commission.
What do you mean by affecting commission and salary?
Oh, okay, no, because you are just looking for, you just wanted to select your character for just salary. What if you did select for salary and commission? You brought commission over here. Is it gonna affect the value of the commission?
Not at all. See, we are just selecting. We are not updating anything. So no values will be changed. No value, because we are just selecting. When you select something, the value will be displayed. No changes.
Okay.
If I want commission to be displayed in the same format, I can use toChar function with commission also.
Okay.
So the commission is also getting displayed in the same format.
Okay, that's what I meant. Okay.
If you put 0.00, now you see there are these numbers 300 and 500. They are not getting impacted. Why? Because they are not in 4 digits, and there is no comma after first comma. This is not getting reflected here. After that is getting reflected. So that's why this value got changed, but not these values. But if I'll have something like this, comma 9.00 from M, then these values also got changed, because I have used comma. So basically it picks up from right, not from left. That's why it displays values from the left, right? It will apply this string starting from left. Oh, sorry, right. One thing to be noticed here, that the input string must be greater than this value, the input string or input value. If not, then you will see the output is different. Now we'll discuss about it. So select to char. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 digits. But here I'm using, let's say, 6 digits, 6 characters. Because we are trying to use in characters, so I'm using in 6 characters from dual. So we have 5 digits in input string, but we would like to change this into 6-digit format. What will happen actually? So it will start from right, and then 5, 4, 3. It will put the comma because there is a comma. Then it will display the next 2 digits, which is 1, 2, and the last 9 will convert into space. That's why there is a space in front of 1, 2. If you use like this similar digits 5 and 5, then you will notice there is no space. No space now. There was a space. I think if I'll put more, you'll understand. So I am using VI editor to change my query. Escape, colon WQ, exclamatory mark, enter, execute it. You see, space. That happened because of this extra 9. So all this changed into space and only 5 values got converted. Right? So 9 will convert into spaces, and if you want to display some values, let's say you would like to display 0, then only 999 and 0 works with this, not any other value. So to char, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma. It will do the same thing. So there is a trick here. If I'll use 1 0 extra, or maybe if this value is greater than this, let me use this 6 digits. You see, in case of 9, there was a space. In case of 0, the value is getting displayed. That's the difference with in 9 and 9 value and 0, 0, 0. In case of 0, the value will be displayed. When it was 9, there was a space. Right? Now let's use this. Select to char 20 with so what actually happened? Picks up the values from right, 0, 000, so it became 0 to 0, right? And after all this, there is a space. 3 spaces are there for 999. Understood? Rest these function, guys, you will understand better when you will do practice. That's up to you guys. Practice more, you'll get more. Right? Change these values multiple times. Do multiple operations. Practice, practice, practice. And then you will understand how this output is coming. Why not that the other output is coming. Change these values to 111, 222, and see if this is working or not. That's how the people will ask in your interview how to change the string, and if you try to use anything apart from 999 and 000, will it work? So then you have to reply, and because if you will not practice, you will not understand that only 999 and 00 works. No, but nothing is written. It's not written in any book of Oracle as such. So there are few things which you have to figure it out. There are few things which you have to find out. You have to search. So which is there is okay. What is not there, you have to test. And it will fail, then you can say, no, it doesn't work.
Okay. Girl, text 444 in that same format, let's see. It's not gonna work. I know you said it's only 0 and 99.
Why should I see? You guys should see, right?
I agree with him. Yeah, you can change the numbers.
No,
Like four.
Let's try and see, girl.
yes, prove us.
Hey.
I'm asking you guys and you asking me, wow. I have already tested men multiple times. Happy? Happy, Ujas? So it's not working because it says invalid number format model.
Last question. I know you did 999. You know how like it needs to be in like the 99 needs to be in tenses, like like tens of thousands, twenties of thousands, fifties of thousands, hundreds of thousands. So you just can't just put any format, even though it's 999. It needs to be in the tens of thousands, right?
Of course.
To get a good figure, which you can,
See,
read what you speak with.
in what format you would like to change your input value, you have to write here. That's it. That's the motto. You want to change this value in this format, put that format here. You want to change this value to some other format, put that format here. And the format must be in 999 or 000. That's it. And in case of 999, the value will not be, the extra value will be converted into space. In case of 0, the extra value will be converted into 0. That's the only difference. 999 gave us the space, 0 will be printed. And apart from 0 and 9, no other value is going to use. Right? So you have seen it. 555444 is not working. Right? So, because see, computer works in a binary language. If you guys have read it or heard about it. So, 0 or 9 is a different format. That's why they have chosen 000999. Because 444 might confuse the whole architecture of Oracle. So there is always a reason behind it. That's why they are using 0 and 9. Right? I think we are good for today. I will share this recording maybe next 3-4 hours because it takes time to convert this recording. There's a different format of GoToMeeting. So I will share the output. Anyone has any problem with connectivity and all, please don't wait. Yeah, Frempong, you have anything?
No, I think I'm good.
Cool. Fine then. Anyone else?
What I will go through the output that will be sent. So if I have any issue, I'll just contact from Paul. Since he's so good to help me out.
Yes. Put that on the group, yeah. So automatically, or somebody will help. Okay, guys, we'll catch up tomorrow then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye bye.
Very much.
Yeah.